out is most time the dad when he's standing there, and then the mom gets it after that. Most time it's the dad. I've been through it 3 times, so I know what I'm talking about. It's most time the daddy gets it first. So the first touch she's gonna ever know is her dad, and going through life is all she's gonna know. So I think knowing that touch, and most times they say you go after a man that's like your dad. If you have, that's a compliment to the dad actually. If you're going to find a husband that's like your dad, that's a compliment to me
I don't
as
want
a
a
father.
husband like my dad.
Well, see, that's what I said. That wouldn't be a compliment to him because maybe he's not somebody you want a husband after. But if, I heard women say, my dad is great. I want a man like my father. That's a testament to that man that he did what he was supposed to have done. Because, his daughter is looking for that person. So I think having that touch, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you're holding me like my dad, because that should be the only man that's ever held her should be her father. So that's a good thing. If I dating a girl and she said, the only man ever held me like this was my dad, at first I might have to think about it and be like, ooh, that's a little, little freaky. But then again, I'm like, wow.
And my dog is out. Hi, Alza.
Woo!
Hi, Alza.
And we live, because that was not in the set. Hey, little doggy, what's going on, little man? How you doing?
And my child is walking across the set.
Just turned it to
It's supposed to be a serious show. Can you get your dog and take him back upstairs?
I'm taking him outside.
This is exactly why.
I'm taking him outside.
Tears is starting to fall. I know y'all out there in TV land is dying right now. Pick up your face.
Can you
right now?
She take him outside.
The show is still going on. We gonna get out all distractions.
Because
the dog just came and licked me all up in my crotch area. I am so uncomfortable right now. But we're gonna try to go on through this show. Woo!
He's right there.
Wait, okay.
I promise you, this is not, this is still the Chiquita Ann Show. This is not Yo Gabba Gabba. Just cause you see kids running around.
Put the leash on. Don't let the dog go.
I promise you.
He's gonna come around the other way.
You did not tune into Sesame Street, okay?
Stop chasing him.
Hey, that little man. You want to be on the show?
This is hilarious. Come here.
Oh my God.
Everybody say hello to my Bichon Ajo. Hi, Ajo. Okay, get your ass there. Go.
Bye, Ajo. See you later, man. We've been hearing you barking for the last hour or so.
That was a little bit of comical relief before you cried.
My condition.
You talk about uncut video. This is as uncut as it gets.
I'm gonna join you.
This is uncut. This is real.
That was hilariously funny.
Second episode of Keeping It Real goes wrong.
Keep it real with
Keeping It Real goes wrong.
Yeah, can you watch them and make sure the dog? Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I just had to make sure it's nighttime outside, and I want them.
This is a late show.
Alright. This is not.
Get it together.
This is what happens when people sleepy. Okay, but back to the topic at hand.
Ooh, I forgot what it was.
Planking. I mean,
Woo.
Worth the wait.
Oh, worth the wait.
Worth the wait. That was worth your wait. Just that scene right there was worth your wait.
I don't. Well, I mean, I would want. Is that the dog?
No,
I
that's
thought
my
he was
foot.
back in here. If I would say, I would want a. You okay? I would want somebody to have some of the, like my adopted father. I would want somebody to possess characteristics like he do everything for my mama. I mean, from cook her, because my mama burned water, but he cooked for her, and he does everything. He cooks, he cleans, he buys her clothes. I mean, he can match her clothes up and be crappy sharp, baby, all down to her drawers.
Okay, but let me
and
ask
her
you this.
shoes too.
So what happens though is, because I know some women like that where their man does everything for them. Some women.
Well, no,
know how
I'm
to
not saying my
pump
mama
gas.
can't shop for herself. I'm just saying, but he can do that.
So he can do it.
He can do that.
Does he choose to do that for her? Is that something he tells her he's going to do, or is it something she?
I mean,
just
sometimes
happens?
he's surprised. He surprises her.
Okay, I just wonder.
Cause my mama, she hates shopping.
Does she?
That's one of the many women that I can honestly say hate shopping.
That's
She got this
something
new thing with couponing and stuff now.
Oh yeah, she's trying to save that man
She
some money.
getting old.
That's why he's shopping for. He's saving up money with them coupons.
Now, child, he been doing that since she was in her 20s. So.
Ooh.
But no, I
Good
mean,
stuff.
I want him to possess characteristics, kind of like him. But like my biological father, hell no, he's a HOOOE. He a hoe to the 10th power. Like, I mean, I've never seen.
Even now?
Even now, he's like he's 42, almost. He'll be 43 like in December.
Okay.
It's 14 of us with 12 different women. Like literally got kids in every different area code. Like the baby is 7 months. The baby. One of my brothers just recently found me this year in January. We met in February. We are 2 months and 7 days apart. We grew up around the corner from each other. Like literally. Within minutes. But we just found each other.
Life.
Well, he just found, and I'm just, I see, like, that doesn't tie into the topic, but I'm just saying, like, stuff like that, I need to know stuff up front. But I think with relationships, and like it goes back to what I was saying, I dated older guys. I think it's more so, it's the trust. Because you trust them, you go into this trusting them. You think that because they're older, like, they can do no wrong. That's how my mentality was back then. Because I didn't know no better.
Right.
Because there was nobody, like, I didn't have anybody to teach me these things. And even having my adopted, when I did, have my adopted dad, it was just like I had already been through some stuff. So it's just like now I'm just like. Nah, I'd rather learn on my own, touch the stove for myself to see if it's hot. And you just have to be mindful that all these guys, they not. They just after you. You ain't even got to have a hot body no more. You ain't even got to have a hot body no more. You ain't got to have a hot body. I mean, as long as your tits, is the Victoria's Secret got your tits standing up, and you got a cute face and all, it ain't even about that. Now it's about your private parts. It's not always about that. It's not about it's rarely seldom you'll find people my age. And I have to say my age because you guys are older than I am.
Oh,
but
okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Thanks for shooting
you
that out.
thought I was in my 30s?
Oh no, just because I'm 35 don't mean nothing.
Well, hell, Tasha can be my mama. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that.
I mean, but hey.
But she looks damn
Yeah,
good for her
my
age. But I'm just saying, she my mama age, so hey. She can have a grandbaby that's 7. My biological mother is 43, 42. She's not 43.
That's not old.
My adopted mama is 30, about to be 39.
Okay.
Tasha's her age.
Okay.
They're around that section. I ain't gonna tell her age. But getting back to the story at hand, because we keep getting sidetracked. But I mean, I know it's just that's just how I see it. I think that a lot of these girls, some girls are just looking because they want to be loved. Like, and it goes back to the broken families. Nothing is structured no more. There is no big mamas no more. Ain't there's no big mamas because big mama get you in check real quick. Be like, nah, you fast tail girl. You was always a fast tail heifer or something, but big mama would check you. Now it's you got grandmas at 30s, at 29. I'd be damned if I'm gonna be somebody's grandmama. She already know between me and her daddy, and Kennedy will tell you her parents crazy as hell. So she already know. My mama ain't going. My daddy, you want me? His monkey arms gonna reach out and touch. No. So it just goes back to they're looking for something. They're trying to fill a void. I mean, even if it's with the mother, because I've had issues with my mother.
And I think sometimes too, though, you gotta look at the generations today. Right. They are growing up a lot different. They're raising themselves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Technology
is raising them.
I mean, technology is causing issues with marriages, children. I mean, everything. Technology is causing a lot of problems. I think, and with the kids today, they're raising themselves, and so a lot of times they might be missing something. And we thinking that as a parent, well, you got this in your room, you got this in the house, you got this. I gave you this. You clothed right. And don't even get started on the clothes. I mean, the clothes nowadays, I mean, the little girls, you know, wanting to wear the spandex on their, up under everything. And they want to, you know, wear their shirts buttoned down, you know. And I think that, you know, it's starting earlier now and it's attracting little boys now. They noticing little girls got booties in, you know, 4th grade, 5th grade now. You didn't talk about that kind of stuff. You know, you were scared of girls. Now, these kids, they ain't scared of each other.
I mean, I
They're
think
not running from each other like, ooh, you got the cooties. No, not anymore. They're texting
they
and
used to be
everything
so
else.
it's
Programming.
different.
It's all
Yeah.
social. It's
You know,
all
the
social
social-
programming, and you know, it's also about
Dog back upstairs.
Okay.
you know, it again, you know, to piggyback what you know what you just said is, you know, now you have two, you know, if it is a 2-parent household, both of the parents are working. They might have to work 1 or 2 or 3 jobs,
Take
or
the leash off before you get him in his cage.
whatever
I'm
it may
sorry.
be, and then you know you have to focus on whether or not, okay, all right, is this child, how are they doing their homework? They're using a computer. You know, back when I was growing up, you know, you had to go to the library, you had to learn that was at the Dewey system and all of that other
Yeah.
stuff, and
Dewey
everything. You know how
That's
you,
okay.
you know,
That's all
yes,
right.
yes, yes. You know,
Apologize for me for being
I mean,
so
you
young.
went, you know, you went to the library, and you know now everybody has like cell phones and you text messaging, and then you know you're watching videos, you know you're watching 106 in Park, and you know you just it's a lot of things that parents, you know, it's just like we don't have time for it because you're overworked. You get home, you gotta cook, and then you're tired, and then you know you might need to help your kids with homework, but then you don't really feel like doing that, so then they're off doing something else, and they're playing, you know, PlayStation or whatever else. And yeah, there is, you know, there is that aspect where the girl or you know the son, or the boy or the son or the daughter or whatever, they want that attention, so then they seek outside the home, so then they look at, okay, well what's my boy doing, what's my girl doing, oh she about to go over such and such house, and then you know it's all about, you know, just like society is getting away from like family, and then there's something missing, and then you have the parents that are younger, it's unfortunate but they're younger, and then they come from that generation, of course, where their parents were younger, or maybe they were in a single parent home, and then have the opportunities that maybe like the generation, you know, Y's or X's or the baby boomers had. I mean, because it's a totally different, you know, it's a new generation, and we want things so quickly. We're so quick to, you know, I see like a lot of young kids, they're so quick to like, they want to be, you know, they want to be grown. They think they're grown. And so they do grown stuff.
Right.
You know, they want it, you know, they want it faster. They want, you know, they want money faster. They, you know,
Like I said, we live in a
they don't
microwave
really want to go to
society.
school. Yeah, they don't want to
wanna
go to
think
school.
fast, quick.
You know, they don't, you know, they don't want to do their work at school, but they want to make the money. So then they get influenced by just the wrong things.
They get
And
influenced
then-
by TV,
and then
by
so- right, so
music,
then-
by
The
what
songs,
they
I mean,
sing.
whatever.
Yeah, songs. So then, you know, it's just
There's
when
no censorship a lot of times.
I was really thrown, you know, I was really surprised. Like one of my cousins, she was like 16 and she was going to a party. She said, yeah, you know, it's a lipstick party, a lip gloss party or something. I was like, what is that? And it was basically like these boys would, you know, they would wear like white boxers, and it was all about how many colors of the girls' lipsticks they can get on their brows.
On their jaws, right.
You know, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
You know, and it's just like,
Ugh.
when do you know, I said, well, I was thinking at 16, I was worried about, okay, who was I going to go to, you know, prom with, or me liking this boy, but I'm like, you getting a certain lip gloss to, you know, just,
What was I thinking at 16?
so, it, you know, and then she started talking about, you know, well, yeah, you know, having oral sex with somebody is better than having sex. And
It's still the
she
same.
learning, I mean, and she learning how to, you know, she, like, her friends are doing it, and she was interested in it, so she was asking me, and I'm just like, well, what am I going to tell this girl? And I just,
Right.
you know, I had to tell her.
Is she 16?
Like, you know, I had to tell her, you know, that's just nasty.
Did you lie to her?
Huh?
So you had to lie to her?
No, I told
Were you guys
her.
the same age?
16, no, this is recently.
Oh!
No.
Wow! I thought you. Oh, my bad.
No, this is recently.
That was that
I
one
told
last
her.
brain cell.
I told her that, you know, the most important thing was, okay, you know, I had to have the the sex talk, I guess, because obviously my cousin, which is her mother, who's you know, she had her when she was young, but we're like the same age.
Right.
So I had to tell her, you know, one, you just don't be putting